Hey, this is Shokadis from SUIDAKRA, and you're listening to Superskum.com.
We're here in Denver at the Bluebird Theater, and SUIDAKRA is part of the tour with Overkill. How is the tour been going so far?
It's pretty cool. The first two shows were a bit chaotic, you know. We were able to play only 3 songs on stage, but from the third show on, everything was cool. The bands are very cool. You know, we hang out all night and yeah, have a great time.
This is the 3rd or 4th time you guys been in the States. Have you noticed that there is more SUIDAKRA fans now?
Definitely. For example, yesterday we played in Kansas, and there were, I don't know, like 10,000 fans. No, it was much more like
10,000.
No, but it was much more than the last time we were here.
Yeah, you can see it's the whole fan base is growing up. You know, from time to time we come back. It's pretty cool.
You just recently also went to India for the first time. Did you also go, or was it? No, it was the other awesome bass player, and this is the new awesome bass player. So, how was India?
Oh, that was really awesome. I mean, we didn't know what to expect before we went to India, because we didn't even know that there are metal fans. And the first show was actually at the college, and there were students separated, the boys to the right, the girls to the left, so it was kind of a strange situation for us playing in front of that crowd. But they were really so much into metal. It felt like, you know, watching Iron Maiden DVD or stuff like that. And the second show was actually a metal show, which was pretty huge with Opeth. We were just doing the co-headlining position. Oh, nice. And yeah, we hope to get our asses back as soon as possible.
Also, a couple of years ago when you went to China, something happened with the stage or with the barricades?
Yeah, the crowd was... we started the show, and the crowd is getting into the music, and they start to... what everybody do when you visit a metal concert, and the police don't know what they should do. They don't know this reaction from fans, and so they go inside the audience and
start to beat them up. Yeah, they felt they felt provoked, because, you know, not many people in China are listening to metal at all, and they were really into the music. We were doing some, you know, crowd surfing and circle pits. And the police didn't know how to react, and they felt provoked. And yeah, they just went with the military, you know. It was like on the Metallica video from Monsters of Rock, you know. Start to beat them up, so we had to break the show up because we didn't want anybody to get hurt. Yeah, it was...
now that you are the newest member of SUIDAKRA, correct? Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Everybody calls you whatever type of pagan or Celtic or whatnot ever metal. How would you describe the music SUIDAKRA plays?
Yeah, the influence came from the folk and from the Scottish folk, and so it's definitely pagan metal. Yeah.
Cool. The Book of Doubt is the newest album, and since you guys are in a supporting role, how many new songs do you play?
2, including the intro, 3, because, you know, we are only able to play 6 songs, including the intro 7. So 2 songs we are going to play: Doubt 3059 and Belair, the song we've made the latest video.
And that was a question later on. Why did you choose Belair to make a video? Why this song?
For me personally, it was pretty cool, because in that song, it's a really hard song and really fast song. We wanted to do a very dark look, and so it fit really together with the visions we've had about the video. On the other hand, we didn't have that big money on this video, so it was pretty easy for us to realize that. And because you don't have to put a real big story like we did on Down 3059, so you just, the whole story is about the Belair, which is the leader of the evil creatures called Fomorian, so it was pretty easy, and we liked that song to play the song live.
This is also the first album you guys released through AFM Records after that whole thing with Rockin' Records and SPV. How did you land the deal?
Actually, it was in America. We've been on the South by Southwest in Austin. And when was it?
2 years ago.
2 years ago, 2010, yeah, 2010. And we just met Jochen, which is the label chef, the label boss, and yeah, we just get in contact because he knew us before. He did with AFM some distribution on previous albums, and yeah, we just get in contact. We told him that we are just we were actually not looking for a new label. We told him just that we fulfilled the contract, and he was very interested in. We went back to Germany, start to write emails, and they were really interested in. Yeah, so that's how it all began.
The new album is also more darker, more heavier, whatever the word is. Was that intentional, or is that something you guys gonna stick with now?
Just for me, it happens. We don't plan so long, and we start writing new songs. It's yeah, we had the idea of the story, and when you have the idea of the story in your mind, it's a dark story. So maybe it's come from itself, and so. But we didn't decide it before that to make. Or can we make a faster or more darker album? That was started with the lyrics.
And idea of the story and lyrics too. Chris still does the lyrics for the band, or right?
Yes.
Yes. And you still are the main songwriter. Do you guys kind of get together, or how? And does it also depend on your mood, what kind of album you write? If it's going to be a darker one, a more epic one, or more lighter one?
I have to admit that it's kind of teamwork, so we inspire ourselves. Sometimes I have some ideas, send them to Chris, record it, send it to Chris, and he gets really cool inspiration, and he starts to write the lyrics, then got the lyrics back, I read the lyrics, and then I had a special mood, like you mentioned before, or idea in my mind, so I start to write the song in a special direction, So it's kind of like, yeah, we're working together, and it's being inspired by the other guy.
You also went again to Martin Buchwalter in Gernhardt's studio. What does he bring to the table that makes you guys go back to him?
He's so fucking cheap.
And horny.
And horny. And horny.
He's a horny guy, yeah.
He's a horny cheap guy. Yes. And we need that.
18 plus years in the business. What are some of your highlights and lowlights?
Lowlights, I would say every time we have to go separate ways with friends that have been in the band. It's always kind of sad because you share a lot of memories together, and of course there are some situations in the band's history where you get disappointed by labels or business partners that kind of sad and not so positive memories. But yeah, the positive things, there are so many, I like
meeting me.
Meeting you, of course, is number one, but like you mentioned before, playing in China, in the States, in India, these are like dreams come true, and we have the chance to play with bands that we were listening when we were teenagers with, and it's a huge thing for us. And for me personally, the main thing is to be on the road or in a studio, whatever, with best friends, having a good time together. And every time we write new material, it feels like it's the first time. So we didn't lose this motivation, and that's the main thing for me, which is positive.
Now, since you haven't said nothing so far, what's next for SUIDAKRA after this tour? And also any ideas for studio and stuff like that? And then last words to the fans.
For me?
Yes.
From my position?
Yeah, from your position.
Okay. My position is that we know us about how many years?
Yeah,
15.
Yeah, he's.
Is that the first time you do session bass?
No. The first was 2003 or something, and we know it from the metal scene in Germany. And I played the US tour in 2008 with SUIDAKRA on guitar, and now on bass.
It didn't come here though, right?
No,
it was only West Coast.
The West Coast, yeah. And so if there's a member, a lost member in SUIDAKRA, I'm there.
Like
You are back into the fold.
Yeah, it's like a hidden member through all these years.
The hidden member, yeah.
We started writing new songs for the upcoming album right before we came to the States. So we just finished 3 new songs, and the plans are when we going back to Germany. First of all, to play a few summer festivals. We will play the first SUIDAKRA headlining show in Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is going to be huge for the first time. And yeah, we want to go into the studio in January 2013 to record our new album. Yes, and these are the main plans, I would say. And I want to thank for this interview. And our message to the fans is thanks for supporting SUIDAKRA. We hope to meet you on the road. Check out our records at our Facebook page, Metal Rules.